What's going on, guys? Welcome to today's video. Now, this is the first workout of week number 4 of this current volume phase we're in leading up to the British, and really starting to notice being in the volume phase with all the fatigue starting to accumulate. As when that tends to happen, I tend to pretty much any chance I get, I just kind of tend to doze off. Always tend to notice it when fatigue starts to accumulate. But quick overview of today. It went well. It went to plan, you should say. One thing I am happy with, what I'm going to start doing is pretty much just getting every single squat angle from the side view that you tend to see here from both the left hand side and the right hand side. Quite frankly, I think that my depth is looking pretty bang on. If I'm being honest, I think it's looking much improved and it's looking pretty unquestionable depth wise. Again, you can always go a little bit deeper, but I really feel that there's absolutely no excuse to not ever hit unquestionable depth, and it's definitely something that I'm really trying to work on. But I'm looking at this week's workout, so looking at week number 4, when I was looking at the sheet and I was calculating the numbers that I'm going to need to be doing for the week, it was kind of in my head. It was kind of almost a little bit daunting first reading, because I was like, well, my top end set in squats is going to be like 245 kilos. My top end on bench press is going to be 145 kilos. And my top end in deadlifts is going to be 270 kilos. And they're all going to be for triples. And I mean, my top end all time bench press PR is 152.5. for 3, and quite frankly the pauses were not sufficient and were not acceptable, and they were done at the end of a peaking phase, not peaking phase, an intensity block, sorry. Deadlifts, again, my top end deadlifts was 288, so, and then my top end squats is 252 for 5, but again the depth on the 255 wasn't exactly where I wanted it to be. So quite frankly, it was a little bit daunting to see me working with numbers so close to where the actual all-time PRs are this far into a volume block, while doing lots and lots of workload before it. But honestly, it really is a great feeling, because then it started to realise, well, actually, pretty much in my head started to think, well, these numbers ain't shit, these numbers don't really matter, these numbers deserve to be in a volume block, and that is the way I treated them. Again, only had 150 milligrams of caffeine, didn't really get mentally invested or mentally hyped up into this, just executed and it went well. So that means that once I kind of taper and go into the meet, it means that numbers are going to be pretty, hopefully, kind of a lot more than I ever have done. Again, this set, I was quite disappointed that I got a pretty poor angle. The angle kind of sucks. It's kind of facing up the way and it's directly in front of me, so it's not the best angle to get. But I don't know why I got this angle, but I did, so we're just going to have to deal with it. But this is the top end set at 245, and overall, the bar moved pretty well. Again, it's not the best place to kind of see my hip crease, especially with the way my squat looks. Can't really see the hip crease, but it was as low, and Robbie actually thought it looked a little bit lower than when you got the side-on view, so just kind of keep that in mind. But yeah, quite frankly, the weights really aren't where they need to be. They're not really where they need to be. I mean, again, got pretty hefty goals for the British for my squat, bench and deadlift, but even if I hit those goals, the lifts just simply are not where they need to be. They're definitely heading in the right direction. They're definitely becoming where they need to be, but there's still a long way to go. So all I can really do is just focus on keep getting bigger, keep getting stronger, keep improving my technique in the lifts, and overall just improve every aspect of me as a lifter. And keep trying to head the weights in the direction that I feel they need to be and where I feel they should be. Again, quite frankly, with the way my mindset is, probably never going to actually get to a place where I feel the weights kind of need where they should be. There's always going to be that next goal, which is a good thing, but right now they're definitely not where they need to be, especially the bench press. The bench press is far from it. The bench press, actually, technique wise, is very good. I've got it pretty much on lockdown. I'm very happy with the way it looks, so now it's time to just keep adding weight to the bar, keep getting a lot stronger, And that is definitely what's going to be happening. One thing I'm really looking forward to is actually the deadlift sets. On Wednesday, you'll be seeing this on the Wednesday, so as you're seeing this, I'll be deadlifting, as I'm deadlifting pretty early. Will be pretty big top end sets, and I'm really looking forward to them. And again, this 145, one thing I'm really working on is just nailing down that pause. Again, there's absolutely no excuses not to have a full competition pause, so that's what I did here. I brought it down and I had a good competition pause as to what I feel they will most likely give me at the British Championships. So thanks for watching, guys. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I'll speak to all of you guys next time. Oh, that was better than the fucking 140.